Hey everyone, my name is Michael Saltzman. I'm a specialist solutions architect with Databricks, and today we're going to be talking to you about how to convert a foreign Parquet table in Glue to a managed Delta table all the way in Databricks. Ryan, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Michael. Ryan Cicak, solution architect at Databricks as well. And Michael and I are going to switch on and off of actually doing this conversion. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a foreign catalog to glue with inside of UC. Uh, let's do that together. I'm going to go into connections. And before that, I just want to make it clear that we are actually connecting to Glue Catalog, and locally on my laptop, I'm using OSS Spark. And you can see with OSS Spark, this is actually connecting to this Glue Catalog under the Database Federation demo. And there are a few tables here. Today for this demo, we're going to focus on the customers table. If we do a quick select from customers, we can see the results of this table on Spark OSS. And then this is going to return 5 results. And this is exactly the Glue catalog we're federating to. We're going to create this connection. We're going to call it Glue connection. It is of type Hive Metastore, which is AWS Glue. We're going to be connecting to US East 1. All right, here is the AWS account. And then we have to select a credential. In this case, we already created a credential. And in order to create a credential, you just have to create the right IAM role and create the right external ID to make sure that you have the right permissions for that credential. That will create a successful connection. If I go back into my catalog, I can do everything here. I can continue creating a catalog, foreign catalog from this connection here, but I like to just verify everything is set up. I'm going to do that here. So we created a connection. Now we want to actually create the catalog. In order to do that, we're going to create the plus button and click on create a catalog. The catalog name that we're going to use today is Federation Glue Demo. And this is a foreign catalog again to Glue catalog. And then we're going to use the connection we just created, which is Glue connection. And then we are going to have to do the authorized path selection. And we already did this ahead of time. The idea here is you're going to select a path that this role is going to be able to access the S3 buckets of your tables. You can see we have the Federation demo external location. And then for the storage location, this is where the metadata is going to actually get stored. It's best practice not to use, as Mike will tell you, not to use the same IAM role in this case. And this way, we're going to use the Federation demo storage location. Again, these are separate. And then this is going to read from the same S3 bucket that our customers table is going to use. So this is going to write for the storage location to the Glue Federation demo storage location. We're going to create, and we're going to go to configure the catalog. And we're going to make sure myself and Michael have the proper privileges, and we're going to grant those privileges. So I'll do Michael and myself. And we are going to just grant all privileges for this demo. And then that's it. Save. And then you can see the Federation Glue demo has pulled that database that's pulling from Glue catalog, and that's Federation demo. We should see the same tables as we do now. You can see customers and flights. We're focusing on customers. If we click on customers, you can see Unity Catalog has picked up the columns. If we go to sample data, this will sample a limit of 100 automatically, as you can see here. And again, this is reading read-only from Glue Catalog, and there's no data being copied over. And I'm going to pass it over to Michael, who's going to continue the conversion process, as right now we're in read-only.
Thanks, Ryan, for passing that over to me. So now I'm going to show on the table that Ryan created in the foreign catalog. I'm going to show you today how to convert that table from a foreign table to external, and then at the end, converting it all the way from a foreign Parquet table to a managed Delta table. So at first, I'm going to select from the table just to make sure that I can read it. So here I can read the table. Now, if I try to convert the table to external right away, it's going to give me an error that it's an unsupported provider Hive. And that's because the table that we are working with is a Sarah table, and we just need to add some properties to it to allow us to convert it. So under the table properties section, you're going to want to add a key called spark.sql.sources_provider and put Parquet as the value. And then you may also need to add a value called spark.sql.sources.schema, which I'm just copying from another table, and then put your table into a JSON format so that now we can read it as a regular Parquet table. So now my table is a regular Parquet table, and I'm just going to go back to try and convert the table again. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to run the alter table set external command so that we can now read and write from the table. Awesome. So I was able to run the set external command. Once you run the set external command, then you're going to be able to read and write from that table just like you would from Glue. So now I'm going to insert some data into there. So before I only had 500 rows of data. And now you can see I'm able to insert data because I've converted it to an external table. And I'm just going to do a select SAR just to show you that we were able to insert the data. And now there's 510 rows in the data set. Then I can run the convert delta command to convert my foreign Parquet table from Parquet to Delta. So that's just going to take a couple seconds to run. And then I can then alter the table one more time to alter the table from a foreign Delta table to now a managed Delta table. And once I've converted that to a managed Delta table, I'm going to get all of the benefits of managed tables, including liquid clustering and predictive optimization. So that's just going to take a few seconds to run. All right, so awesome. So now we have officially converted our foreign Parquet table from to a managed Delta table. And once you have it as a, now keep in mind, once you convert to a managed Delta table, your data set is no longer in the same location as its original place. So you will need to migrate your producers and consumers to the new S3 path. Now with this foreign to external and then foreign to finally managed flow, we make it easy for you to keep your existing table structure in your Glue catalog. That way you can do an incremental migration path so that now your table is both read and write. So you can make read and write changes, and you can, and then after you migrate your producers and consumers to Unity Catalog, then you can convert to a managed table so that you can take advantage of all the full benefits of Databricks. All right, that's it with our demo. Thanks for watching.